conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the...
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, that curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking...
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is... the same color as the music venue. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized...
Matching floors, matching curtains.
But that's not all. There should be some...
I can prove it with this! You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candles.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but... the lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead. Which means... are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used? That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find any.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of...
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too
But this must be a surprising turn of events for us. You never suspected that the video you saw in...
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim. By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way...
But why did the killer go?
The reason the killer... There's only one possibility I can think of. Then naturally, the killer's identity...
Huh?
You feed! Are you saying...
You're the only one!
What are you talking about?
Like I said, Aren't you the killer who murdered?
Killer? I'm the killer?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like you.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Where's that?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a... At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed... and showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside...
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious.
So that must mean...
Wait a sec! What did you say? That's impossible!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure that...
Wrong!
Just like Akane said, it is
I agree. It is truly difficult.
that slow-witted remark is...
It's fun. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win. Even how many times do I have to tell you?
What do you say?
Do you still believe?
Hey, Hajime!
Can you hold on? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying. What do you say? But still, there's definitely no... I thought it was suspicious all over. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no...
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows. I've been so focused on everybody else in this trial.
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't...
Actually, please don't say such Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive...
Hey! That's like decisive...
Let's take a look. Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling, this rope was supplied by the
Again with the supermarket?
If they got it at the supermarket, that...
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this. Near the middle of the rope. It's frayed. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what the killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck. Pulled, but the center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue. What exactly did you say to me during... Not everyone cooperates at a class trial, just like this case's killer.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer's...
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death. Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Crap! Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and the scars they leave would look...
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hang. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hang.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem sick, the scars they leave would look different too. Scars?
You mean the rope?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates it never specified hanging or strangulation.
Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling, the scars they leave would look different too. Scars?
You mean...
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the...
Though hanging and the scars they leave would look... Scars?
You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it! So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a...
That is...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You should have been able to tell the difference. You, Mikon.
First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like... That's why it's not my fault if I made...
You are right. And you have been a great help to...
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging...
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a...
He's totally right!
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she...
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do the...
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong!
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that ever—
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep...
There's no way!
Is that really true?
Stop it already!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course, but I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell?
I don't think...
Huh?
I do doubt her. But I still want to... 'Cause if there's no room for doubt...
Don't say deep stuff. Like,
If you want to believe in someone, you belief without doubt is simply a lie.
fine. Do whatever you...
Huh? Is that... So in the end, justifying your actions with fancy words. Making... It's all her fault. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? Fine. The same as Hajin, but still. The truth. That's why. We gotta stick with it. Hey, Mikan. If you're not the killer... Like I said... Can you prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that... Because you're just assuming the video was filmed, treating me like a killer. That's totally why does everybody always hate me?
Is this broad really okay? She's a
It seems she finally... But the only one who can find the hole... So... Why do you get to decide I'm the queen?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different bodies.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
We can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Just from that video, just from that camera angle.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Nikon, you've committed a major
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one.
What's...
But I never said it. So how can you say anything about the camera angle at... The only reason Mikon knew the camera is because you're the person who acted...
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, that you lied.
Is it true, Mikon?
Huh? I was wrong.
That's not it.
I mean... You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Ding! I totally remember.
What the heck's wrong with her?
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in...
How do you know so much about...
More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at... Hajime saw it too, didn't you? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even a... Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote... So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. That's why that video isn't fabricated. And So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this...
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Explaining it until you forgive me!
That's his check. Has she lost it?
Will you forgive me?
You still haven't forgiven me?
I'll do anything you want.
Please, draw on me!
Do you understand?
Why only me? Please, draw on me!
Can you forgive me already?
Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me!
Do you understand? Can you forgive me already?
I'll do anything you want.
Can you forgive me already?
I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me!
Do you understand?
Why only me?
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end! Monokuma mentioned this earlier. Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus, which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate... So please,
Why can't...
it seems you're desperate.
Why does everybody always hate me?
Nikon, after I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have... Please, just admit it already. In the end, At least let me believe in you. We will never give up! Everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video. So I immediately... But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different... The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the... By doing so, they tried to make me... When in fact, the crime had already been committed by them. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music video. Seeing the body before me, I panicked, but that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was as if they were switching places with me and began working on it. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper. When I first arrived and saw the hang, I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wall. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the... After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of it. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but... when they brought it, they made sure that they wanted to hide the fact that the camera... In the end, the killer transformed... They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room, and however, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue.
Alright.
Hey, Burke.
The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room.
I accidentally, left my mic unmuted. I mean muted. So I couldn't hear.
With that, the killer finished...
But it makes sense because I was muted because I was doing the streaming thing.
Yeah. Makes sense. They
helped us force
Actually, I don't think I've ever genuinely been trapped.
They made us discover...
There's no way. Hey, Jesus, with all your Discord antics, there's no way you haven't been trapped.
Like, genuinely? No. Because by the time I watch the anime, I already know, like, most of it. Like,
Wait, was there a trap? Was there a trap in Code Geass? I feel like there was.
No.
No.
Not that I remember.
Yeah, no, not that I remember either.
Man, Jesus, it'd be cool if you got on.
I am on. Oh, Intune actually. Checking for update, fetching online profile.
I beat it, but it was the
Man,
celebrates,
down bad.
starts crying.
Oh wow, I got a C ranking. Hold on, I gotta play a song. Just because of what just happened.
Play Alley Cat, play Alley Cat.
Hey yo, Griswold, can you send me an invite?
Damn.
Holy.
Down bad.
Let me check what level my auto is real quick.
Play this at my funeral.
Your parents wonder what the fuck this song is. There it is. My AUG's level 5.
I'm ending this stream.
Copy.